Standard 8 Maths Chapter 5 Data Handling. Hello everyone. In this video we will start with exercise 5.3. So this is exercise 5.3, question number 1. So list the outcome you can see in this experiment. Okay. So there is a wheel that has been spin, and there are different sectors in which we have different outcomes. This is the pointer of the wheel or the spinner. So in this case, outcomes will be, what are the outcomes? Either it can be when we rotate this wheel, it can either rest on any of the A, but outcomes will be A. It is not sure which A it will come on. So it will be either A, B, C or D. So these are the outcomes of spinning the wheel. Now, second is tossing two coins together. Outcomes will be what are the outcomes when we toss two coins together? We will get head on both the coins. We get head on one coin and we get head on two coins. Okay. What is next? We get head on one coin and tail on another coin. Clear? We will get tail on first coin and head on second coin. Clear? Or we can get tail on both the coins. So these are the four outcomes which are possible while tossing two coins together. Clear? Now second question. This question number second and question number 6 we will do together, because in question number 6 we have to find the probability of the events which are given in question number 2. So apart from getting the outcomes, we will also calculate the probability. So this is question number 2 and 6 together. Clear? So when a dice is thrown, list the outcome of event getting. So when a dice is thrown, so the total outcomes will be 1, either we get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So the total outcome will be, total outcome while I am writing, because we have to calculate the probability. Total number of outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or in short we can write there are 6 outcomes. So first part is of getting a prime number. Okay, what are the prime numbers? In these, this will be 2, 3 and 5. So prime numbers are 2, 3, 5. So these 2, 3, 5 are the outcomes of an event of getting a prime number. These are the outcomes. So there are 3 outcomes possible. So probability of getting an prime number equals number of outcome related to getting a prime number, that is 1, 2, 3 upon total number of outcome. This is 6. So it is 1 by 2. So there are 50% chances that we get a prime number. So, when you are writing this or calculating this, do write the statement, that is number of outcomes possible for getting an event upon total number of outcomes. Don't forget to write these. Okay. Of second part of not getting a prime number. Not getting a prime number. Suppose these 2, 3, 5 are the prime numbers and we are saying we are not getting a prime number. Then what else we will get? Either we will get 1, either we will get this 4, either we will get this 3. So what are the outcomes of not getting a prime number will be 1, 4, 6, or there are 3 outcomes. Clear? So what is the probability of getting a not getting a prime number will be outcomes related to prime number not getting a prime number, that is 3 upon total number of outcome, that is 6. It will be 1 by 2, or as I have explained earlier, probability of getting a prime number plus probability of not getting a prime number will be always 1. So probability of not getting a prime number, we will subtract this probability from 1. Clear? Now third part is a number greater than 5. A number greater than 5. So what are the outcomes related to this event? There are only one outcome, because number if we are asking number greater than 5, there is only one number which is greater than 5. So number of outcome related to this event will be 1. Okay, and if you are calculating the probability, this outcome will be divided by total number of outcome, that is 6. So the probability of getting a number which is greater than 5 is 1 upon 6. Clear? Now D part is probability of getting a number not greater than 5. Okay, of not getting a 5. A number not greater than not greater than 5 means either we can get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. 5 is included. The condition is it should not be greater than 5. It is not written that 5 is also not included. If it is not written that 5 is not included or 5 is not included, so we have to include that number. Okay, so there are total number of outcomes will be 5 related to this events. Okay, so the number of outcomes related to this event, that is number should not be greater than 5, are 5, and when we have to calculate its probability, this number will be divided by 6. So the probability of getting a number which is not greater than 5 is 5 upon 6. Clear? So this is your question number 2 and question number 6. I hope this is clear. Now next question, we have question number 3. Uh, this is related to question number question number 3. First part is probability of the pointer stopping on D in question number 1A. So there was a spinner. There was A, B, C, D. Probability of the pointer stopping on D. So first what we have to, probability of pointer stopping on D will be equal to number of outcomes related to this event. Okay, so there is only one possible outcome so that the pointer may stop on D, that is 1, and total number of outcomes will be either this A, this A, this A, B, this C or this C. So there are total number of outcomes are 5. Clear? Now it's B part. Probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. Okay, 52 playing cards. All of you have seen the cards. It has got 52 cards. 32, 13, 13, the group of 13. That is some different types of shapes is given. Like we have this, these different shapes. I don't know the names of that particular. And this is star or heart shape. Okay, there are different shapes of, and each shape contains 13 cards. Okay, these 13, 13, 13 is 52 cards. Okay, so in these particular 13 cards there are 3 face cards. That is one ace. You say a capital letter A. Then you have king. Then you have queen, and 1 to 10 numbered card. Okay, there are 3 face card in each of the shapes. Okay, there will be one ace, there will be one queen, and this, and 1 to number 10. There are 10 numbered cards and 3 face card. Similarly this, and 1 to 10 similarly for this group. So these are grouped in 4, and each shape contain 3 face card, that is ace, king, queen, and 10 numbered cards. So in this we have to calculate the probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. So probability of getting an ace will be number of outcomes of getting an ace. So what are the outcomes of getting an ace? So either we can get of this shape, either of this shape, either of this shape, and this shape. So there are 4 different shape, and there are 4 different ace card of different shapes. So the total number of outcomes of getting an ace card will be 4 upon what are the total number of outcomes whole. There are 52 cards, so total number of outcomes will be 52. Okay, so this is the probability of getting an ace from 52 card. So it will be 1 upon 13. Clear? So its third part. I hope this is clear. Concept of cards. Third part is there is bag. Then we have green, red. There are green apple. There are some green apple and some red apples. So we have to calculate the probability of getting a red apple. Probability of getting red apple. So it will be number of outcomes of getting red apple upon total outcomes. So this way you have to write in each question. So total number of outcomes getting red apple will be, how many red apples are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 red apples. So there are 4 outcomes of getting a red apple. This is 4. Total number of outcomes will be total number of apples. That is red apple plus green apple. So there are 7. So 4 by 7 is the probability of getting a red apple. Now question number 4. So you have to write this way in each questions. Okay, I'm doing it directly, but you have to write the statement as well. So there is question number 4. Number 1 to 10 are written on a 10 different slips. So 10 different slips are there. So we have 10 different number. These are different slips, and different numbers are written on these slips ranging from 1 to 10. Or these are the total number of outcomes. So total number of outcomes will be 10, because we can pick any of this slip. So total number of outcomes will be 10. So one slip is chosen from the box without looking at it. What is the probability of getting number 6? Probability of getting 6. So the number of outcome related to getting this 6 will be, so there is only one outcome, there is only one way we can get 6, that is 1 upon total number of outcome is 10. So this 1 by 10 is the probability of getting the number 6. Now its second part, getting a number less than 6. Probability of getting a number less than 6. So what are the number of outcomes? Probability of getting less than 6. So what are the different outcomes for getting a less than a number less than 6? It will be either we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number should be less than 6, means 6 is also not included. Okay, so how many outcomes are there related to this event? There are 5 outcomes and total number of outcomes are 10. So it is 1 by 2. Now probability. Now probability of getting a number greater than 6. Greater than 6. So how many chances or how many outcomes are there regarding to this outcome will be, this is one, either we can get 7, either we can get 8, either 10, 9 or either 10. So there are 4 outcomes upon total number of outcomes are 10. So it is 2 upon 5. So 2 upon 5 is the probability of getting a number greater than 6. Now fourth is probability of getting one digit number. One digit number. So now what are the number of outcomes related to this? Except 10, all are one single digit number or all are one digit number. So how many what are the outcomes related to this? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So number of outcome related to this event are 9 upon total number of outcome is 10. So the probability of getting a one digit number is 9 upon 10. Now fifth question. Sixth I have discussed with question number 2. Now this fifth question will be the last question of this exercise. If you have a spinning wheel with three green sectors, so there are spinning wheel, 3 green sector, 1 blue sector and 1 red sector. So there are in total 5 sectors. Okay, so there is 3 green sectors. So in 3 we will write G. There is 1 blue sector, we will write B, and 1 red sector we will write H. So this is a spinning wheel. So what is the probability of getting a green sector? Probability of getting green sector. So it will be number of outcomes of getting green sector upon total outcomes. So this will be the probability. This way you have to write in each questions. Okay. So number of outcomes getting a green sector will be either this. So there are 3 outcomes upon total number of outcomes. How many sectors are there? There are 5 sectors. So upon 5. So this 3 upon 5 is the probability of getting a green sector. Now its second part, what is the probability of getting a non-blue sector? Probability of getting non-blue sector, it will be number of outcome related to this event upon total number of outcome, that is clear. So non-blue sector, it means either any of the 3 these green sector will come or this red can also come. So how many outcomes are there? Either this. So there are 4 outcomes are there upon total number of outcomes are 5. So the probability of getting a non-blue sector will be 4 upon 5. So with this chapter ends. I hope you are clear with this concept of probability. So in next video we will come up with a new chapter. Thank you.